As the protests erupt, though, in the city of Akron, people are feeling the effects here in our community, too. Our Carly Van Cleve talked with the co-founders of the group ChangeMakers at our ABC 21 Newsflash desk.
That's right. I'm joined now by Daylana Saunders and Alicia Rauch. They're with the group ChangeMakers. They're reacting here today to the shooting death of 25-year-old Jalen Walker in Akron, Ohio. How are you guys feeling right now after hearing about this?
It's been really hard to digest everything, especially after hearing or watching the body cam footage. This doesn't happen to white people in America. It doesn't happen. And so I think that we really need to figure out something expeditiously because, you know, people are tired.
Was seeing that traumatic, was that hard to watch?
It's extremely hard to watch. These are things that we have to be extremely aware of. And unfortunately, a lot of us have to pay attention and watch these videos.
Yeah, and you guys with ChangeMakers, what are you doing for the community right now? What are you guys doing to, tell people about this? Akron, Ohio isn't too far away from Fort Wayne.
We've been sharing his story to get the word out and to show people like what is happening all over the country. These are things that we have to be extremely aware of.
And seeing the protests that are erupting there, does it kind of bring you guys back to when those protests were happening here in Fort Wayne during after George Floyd was killed?
It brings it right back, Carly. And I'm glad that you asked that question because we've been, dealing with this for 2 years, and we've been saying for 2 years that this is going to continue to happen. I know that Mayor Tom Heery is running to be mayor again, and so I think that it's very important for him to know what his Black constituency needs, and that is something that we need. We need something that's very tangible and intentional from his administration to help our community and to reform those policies on the police force here in Fort Wayne. So we hope that he actually listens and will do something about that.
And I'd also like to add, for the protests, after the protests, a lot of people who are involved in the protests, I don't think they realize that they have trauma. Right, we have trauma from those protests, and it shows in many different ways. And so, seeing those protests online, it instantly brings back flashbacks of what happened, why we were at the protests here in Fort Wayne.
And do you guys think you'll, if these protests in Akron continue, I know they've canceled their 4th of July plans because there's so many people out there. Do you guys think you guys will do anything here?
I think that it really depends, Carly. It depends on what is needed and what would help. I think, that's the main thing. We're not going to just do anything just to be doing it, but we need to make sure that the things that we're doing are actually going to help the situation. So we definitely will assess that, as the days go by.
All right, thank you guys so much for talking with me. Again, this was Daylana Saunders and Alicia Rauch with the group ChangeMakers. We'll be sure to follow them through this case as well. Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Carly. Rauch says that it is important for everyone to take care of their mental health as well. ChangeMakers also encourages anyone who is struggling to hear about this incident to reach out to them.